in 30 seconds.
And now, introducing Casey Carter.
I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need. Tell them giddy up. I got horses in the back, trunk in the front, exterior red and that inside buttercup. I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need. Tell them giddy up.
Erotic Boudoir. Adult, intimate, sexy, sensual. Allow AJ and Nick, the dynamic mother-daughter team, to assist you in customizing a personal pleasure package tailored to your intimate needs. They are highly knowledgeable and offer a professional touch. You can visit their store located at 2635 West Girard Avenue in Philadelphia, or browse more discreetly on their website at erotic-boudoir.com. And please be assured that both AJ and Nick are available to answer any questions you may have. Erotic Boudoir, helping you prioritize your pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Casey.
Woo! Okay. So I have to I literally just cut off Lorenzo. I was so excited to hear his voice and to get to the applause. I cut off his voice. So my bad on that. But welcome to Casey at Night and the continuation of my Women's History Month theme. I'm first of all super amped. Okay, this is the moment where like the excitement level gets really, really high because not only do I have amazing guests today, I have amazing guests all month. Um, and I want to thank the ladies who contributed to my comments on the healing power of sex work last week. That was uh, Marla Renee Stewart, Amina Peterson, and Dr. Jess O'Reilly. And it's Women's History Month. I didn't realize was as big a thing for me as it is until I found myself on the cover of ASN Lifestyle magazine. And yeah, I'm gonna show you that in a minute. But when I was planning for my guest for March, I wanted to bring you some people who I think in the last year have either made me do something that I wasn't trying to do, or I got to see them doing their thing and thought, ooh, I want to be their friend. I want to be down with them. And so tonight, I want to introduce you to three amazing women. Um, and understand, I've got way more people on the camera than I've ever had before. So it's going to be interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to AJ and Nick from Erotic Boudoir and Madame Gumbo. Now, I wanted to bring them out real quick so you can see this dynamic collection of women so they can say hello to you. First of all, we're going to start with Mom. All respect to Mom. Mom, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, I'm AG. They call me Mama AJ at Erotic Boudoir.
And
And then
across the way here, down here. Nick, introduce yourself and tell us your connection to AJ.
I'm Nick with Erotic Boudoir, and AJ is my mother.
Okay. Now, I just want to say, I was trying to get my mama on the show tonight. She has something better to do. Okay, don't tell her I said that because that's not what it was. It wasn't that. She and my dad had plans to go to a concert, a play, or something, so I can't be mad at her. But I wanted to have her on tonight just because I had Nick and AJ, and I thought, oh, what better day to have mom on? And in I'm gonna learn how to do this. In this corner, right here, yes, that one right there. The other.
Who do we have? This right here? Okay,
That one right there. That's Madam Gumbo, y'all. Madam Gumbo, tell the people who you are.
Greetings, everyone. I am Madam Gumbo. I am the curator for Kinked Up ATL, as well as I am a pro femdom and sacred sexuality educator, as well as a sacred kink facilitator. So,
okay, I didn't give them a chance to say all of that stuff, so now I gotta go back. I gotta go back. You didn't have to go that far. I mean, you got a whole segment coming.
Well, you already know how it is.
So
now we just chop liver out here, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I am not trying to like shortchange Nick and AJ. So, ladies, give them a little bit about Erotic Boudoir, because again, y'all got a whole segment coming. So, give them a little bit about Erotic Boudoir.
Mom, do you, or you want me to?
No,
or?
go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, girl. Clear your throat. Let them hear you clear.
Right. We are Erotic Boudoir, adult novelty in Philadelphia. We are sex enthusiasts and create and curate safe spaces for all things kink and fetish.
Yes.
All right. That was very nicely said. Very nicely said. So, as I mentioned, I got this whole lineup of dynamic women for the month of March. And I asked one of my guests for the month to present, to give me some comments on their thoughts on the healing powers of sex work. Now, Madam Gumbo was one of those people, but I'm not airing her words tonight because she's here. She can talk about it. We'll have to come back next week to hear Madam Gumbo's words. But
That's right.
Tonight, I am bringing you the thoughts from Tyomi Morgan, sexpert Tyomi Morgan. Sexy as fuck. Tyomi Morgan.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
she is.
Okay. All right. I had to get that out there. So again, the theme for this year's Women's History Month is providing healing and promoting hope. And I thought that was an interesting concept. And for those of us who are in the adult entertainment industry, I thought we all think of sex work as healing for many reasons, on many levels. And so here were Tyomi's thoughts on that.
I can only speak for myself and the sex work that I provide in the form of sex education, in the form of body work, and in the form of kink and fetish play with others. And what I can say is, for me, how it's helped me to heal is helping me to come out of the world's idea of what sex looks like and the world's policing of my body and taking control of it for myself. And I'll say, I have been looking for sex work that felt safe to me for a very long time. I mean, easy to go that route. I felt comfortable with expressing my sexuality. And so as years went on and I started to become more entrenched in the industry and become educated, I found my path, I found my way. And so specifically around becoming educated, it's helped to expand my mind and help me to heal those parts of my mind that were still holding on to ideas about sex that weren't helpful or that weren't loving. And then when it came to interacting with people. It took me some years to finally feel that I had power to say what I wanted, say what was, and create boundaries in sex work. Most of the sex work that I've done has been like virtual or like body work, not like full service work. But the way that people's lives are shifted just from me showing up with my energy, because I am a healer, a natural born healer. I'm a shaman. And so my shamanic powers don't turn off simply because I choose to have sex or engage with my sexual energy. If anything, the shamanic powers turn up. And so people just being in my presence alone or being under the sound of my voice is healing for them, and healing in the sense that it helps them to see things differently. It helps them to feel things in their body and within their energy that they haven't felt before. I have a way of helping people feel comfortable and creating a space that feels safe for them to just let go and release and just unwind and just see people's lives blossom and open up just from the work that I put out into the world. I think is amazing, because sometimes I think that I'm not being impactful enough. Sometimes I think I'm not doing enough. Sometimes I think I should be doing more. And just when I think that, someone comes to me and lets me know that just the simplest thing that I said or did or posted shifted everything, or that even the thought of me brightens up their day. And so sex work, when it is practiced with intention, and that intention is to heal and to connect and to interact in love and in freedom and in full awareness, then it can be healing. Because, sex in itself and sex work in itself is form, and it literally can be whatever you want it to be. It could be used to harm people and to hurt people, but when you use it for the intention of healing, then that's what it's going to do. So I think it's a very powerful thing that we do, those of us that step into the work, especially those of us that step into the work and actually share our bodies and our energy with people directly. It's not a small thing, but it's definitely heavily impactful. Thank you for listening.
Those are some heavy words.
Listen.
That was beautiful.
Okay, I just was like, wow. Let me just, for me, I think what resonated was she talked about it from a personal position. She talked about what sex work does for her. And that's what worked for me, because I'm like, my sexual experiences have put me in a place of feeling powerful, feeling sexy, feeling in control. And I think it was interesting for her to make that admission about how it has helped her personally, not so much like, again, what she does for other people, but how it helped her personally.
I love that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Actually, I back up. I take that back. Excuse me. Before we take this quick break, it's time for 5 reasons to watch Casey. This week, our 5 reasons are brought to you by the one and only Lorenzo. Lorenzo, say hi to the people.
Hello to everyone. A special hello to the women this month for the Women's History Month.
Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate that. I need to put up a disclaimer. I've got so many guests on today that I'm not going to be able to use my cleavage cam. I feel bad, but I'm gonna work it out. So just hold that thought while we work through our 5 reasons to watch Casey, starting with number 5.
All right, number 5. To see who Casey might shout out during her show.
All right, so today I'm gonna shout out Mizzy Bender. I'm gonna shout out Jason, Chrissy G, Kelly, you know Kelly, Hustlers, Ms. Toxic Goddess, and Duchess Cashmere.
Number 4, to see the prettiest smile in the world.
All right, I'll give that to you in a second when we all done here. Number 3.
That's my line.
Oh,
Casey.
my bad. Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Yes. All right. Number 3, to see how many times Casey plays Lorenzo's voice during the show.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
All
I mean,
right.
listen to it. I get to use it for free. What?
Number 2, because she says the things other wish they could say.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. hmm And
Mhm. And number 1, as always, to see the cleavage cam.
okay, so like I said, I got so many people on the show. I couldn't do the cleavage can, so I'm gonna have to stand up for you. This is what it would have looked like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what it would have looked like if I had done the cleavage cam. But because I wanted to have all these people in my party, I'm gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to work that out. So now we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, we will be talking with Nick and AJ. Be right back. As soon as I figure out where my commercials are. Woo! I'm back. That was a little abrupt. Sorry about that. Okay, so I've already introduced you to my guest for the night, but we are now going to chat with AJ and Nick. Okay, ladies. So, um, uh, I have to say, social media is this place where you meet people, you become friends, whether you know it or not. And you then meet in real life, and you're like, oh, I really do like them.
Mhm.
And you two, first of all, I have to admit, there are times you follow people and it doesn't always click that you're following people. You just know you follow them, you like them, and la la la. And then you like connect them to you connect the real person to their social ID, and then you're like, oh, okay. Well, in this case, for me, I met mom. Like, I didn't meet mom first in terms of social, but I met mom first in real life. Like, I saw AJ walking around, but while I was doing an interview, mom was like you totally getting my attention, all up, and I'm saying I'm doing an interview. Mom's like, I don't give a fuck. And which is how I know, like, I knew I was gonna love her because my mom would have been the same way. She might have eased up into the scene, whatever. Um, and at that time, I really didn't know who AJ was. And then for a split second, I'm like, oh, hey, Nick, Erotic Boudoir, la, la, la. And then I see mom again, and mom had on this t-shirt. What was on your t-shirt, mom?
What's the dildo thing?
Yeah,
My favorite dildo dealer.
I'm your favorite dildo dealer.
Yeah, that t-shirt. That t-shirt. Yeah. I was like, that's it. It's a wrap for me. I'm way done. And then the thing that sealed the deal for me was when Nick said, no, that's mom's store. She pulled me in. I was like, done. I'm done. These are my besties, whether they know it or not. When I come to Philly, and I don't even come to Philly, but when I come, I'm gonna come now. I'm moving in for the weekend because I'm like, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure.
Yeah, okay. See, it's done. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick and AJ. Nick and AJ. Can't. I'm in the middle here.
Hi.
Ladies.
Hello. First, I have to say,
please.
That piece in the magazine that you just showed us,
yes, ma'am,
is hot.
Thank you.
You are so hot.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Okay.
And that's the thing. Like, if no one has ever been in Casey's presence, like in real life, she has an aura, an energy that is undeniable. Like, when she's in a room, you know she's in a room. Because she is just a bad ass. Like, she's a bad ass. What'd you say, Mom?
Oh, Casey, you're going to get it now.
That's why I ran over there to her. And I had to lay my head on that beautiful bosom up there. You know, I had to do that. I had to take a picture there.
Yeah, she did. I apologize because I was trying to pull all the pictures out and stuff, and I'm like, I could only do but so much. But yeah, mom, and let me say this, because someone today had asked me about all of this, right? And they're like, oh, you must get men, and I'm like, believe it or not, the worst are the women. Those are the worst.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I'm not saying that about you, Mom. I'm saying, generally speaking, the women feel like because I'm a woman, they're a woman, they can just roll up on me. And and I've been at Exotica, women have come at me with their hands out like this. And I'm like, no.
Wow.
Yeah. Typically the men, they just they try to eyeball, and the ones who get a little aggressive and they try to make that beeline, Lorenzo will tell you, I'll be like, and it like stops on a dime. Treat them like my dog, like,
Yep.
Where are you going with all of that?
Right. Absolutely. It's overwhelming. And that is so true. Like, the ladies, because we're women, a lot of times they just think like, oh, it's okay, I can touch you. And it's like, no, you still need to ask for consent too.
Absolutely.
You still need to ask for permission too.
Absolutely.
I get that a lot with my ass, not necessarily my breasts, but this ass.
I've seen it. It's nice.
Yes. Thank you.
It's nice. Wait, hold on. Let me show the people what we're talking about. That right there.
Yes, that ass.
That right there.
That ass gets me in trouble every time.
Listen, we all got something. So, ladies, tell me the origin of the store, the partnership, the wait, hold on, because I took the time to print the bio, the write-up, the blurb. And here's what it says. Mind-blowing sex is what we all aspire to experience. But how many of us have truly arrived once and then successfully come again? AJ and Nick of Erotic Boudoir make it their mission to prioritize your pleasure, as well as guide you and your partners into a place of continued ecstasy. With over 2 decades is 20 years, if in case y'all don't know. So, with over 2 decades in the adult novelty industry, Erotic Boudoir has sparked, rekindled, and immensely enhanced scores. That's a lot, in case you don't know how many in terms of numbers. Scores, a lot of relationships by their expertise in sex toys. And we're going to talk about that because there's one sex toy that like totally freaks out Nick. I mean, yeah, so we're going to talk about that. But enhance the scores of relationships by their expertise in sex toys, adult film conventions, and sexual demonstrations. Aside from being highly knowledgeable and skilled about their craft, Erotic Boudoir's most valued asset is the ability to recognize that everyone's pleasure is not only on an individual basis, but also an extremely confidential one. Allow Erotic Boudoir to maximize your sexual prowess and passion by unleashing your innermost fantasies and desires. If you are courageous enough to share what you like, there is no doubt Erotic Boudoir will introduce you to either a product or a technique yet you will love. Prioritize your pleasure with Erotic Boudoir. I love that tagline. Hello, somebody. Whew. Okay, now you can tell us all
Thank
about.
you.
Please tell us all about Erotic
Yeah.
Boudoir.
Well, like you already know some of the people that don't. Erotic Boudoir was started by AJ, my mom. She was looking to, do something quote unquote easier at home. We know that shit ain't easy, right?
That's for sure.
And I had already been working in an adult novelty shop in Philadelphia owned by someone else. I was the manager of that shop. And my brother was a manager at an adult video store. I think it was like Risque or something it was called. And so I used to, every year I would go to the conventions, meet the adult performers and everything. And mom was, just kind of steady building on the back end of things, just looking at the inventory, researching, doing what she does, all of the paperwork and the logistics, right? And then she just, decided after the first year of starting Erotic Boudoir, she said, hey, do you want to, come and join in on this? And I'm like, sure, absolutely, because it's a natural fit with being raised in a sex positive household. There was no topics that were off limits, growing up in the house. I could talk to my mom about anything. She's actually the one who encouraged me to start having anal sex, and I've been loving it ever since.
Wait. Pause. I gotta find. Wait, where's it at? Okay. See. All right. So Nick, I just want you to know you and I are about to become sisters because I'm sending the adoption paperwork tomorrow. I'm sending the adoption paperwork tomorrow.
I'm here for it.
Because let me tell you, that line right there about your mom saying about the anal sex, I grew up with a mom saying who used to say, sucking dick is good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. We are sisters. I'll send my papers your way. You send yours my way.
There you go. That's the. I grew up with that lady. I grew up with It was called a vagina. It was called a penis, and we knew 5 years old. We knew exactly what happened when you have sex. We knew what sex was. Oh, that's my mom. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll let y'all go back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Like my mom was taking me to nude beaches because I'm born in New York, right? And my mom used to take me to nude beaches in New York when I was like 8, 10, 11, and she taught me that this is not a dirty thing. This is something that's natural and you should look at it as such until you connect with a person specifically. you know? So while some people were like, oh my God, shield the kids, shield the children's eyes, you know, it wasn't like that for me. Like she had me out there and I was like, oh, okay, that's that and that's that. So I'm gonna go over here and build this sandcastle because it's not taboo. It's life.
Everybody got them. Everybody's got them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Ms. AJ, mom,
Yes,
Mama
Madame.
AJ.
Yes.
So, what possessed you to bring Nick up that way?
I was brought up that way. I mean, I had my mom wasn't, she was open, but my aunt was the one who, like, her sister was really the one that just kept on talking to me about sex and talking to me about sex. And I would ask my mom, and she'd be like, yes, I'm going to kill Bernie. But but they raised me very openly. It was so open to a point where, as you're young and you have your girlfriends, it was about 4 or 5 of us that used to hang out together. I was very secretive with my sexuality because their mother didn't bring them up like that. And it was almost a vampire thing if I even said anything that I was doing, because my first sexual encounter was with a man and a woman, very young. I was very young. So I kind of, like, the door opened for me with both the sexes. And that was something I wasn't going to bring to my girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're talking way back then, way back then.
Wow.
You know, so I've always been very open. I mean, I've heard different stories about, as you get older, what sex is going to be like. And I've, you know, I got kind of nervous as I got older with it. And that's the really good thing that I really wanted to open this business and have Nick come in and me do. Like, I wanted Nick to do the younger generation, and I wanted to get to the senior generation, because as you get older, it doesn't mean that you don't want sex. And I don't know why people say that. We had a party one time we went to, and there was some gay guys there, and women, you know, women. It was a big group. And as soon as I walked in the door and they see me, I heard the 2 gay guys was like, what is she doing here? She's so old. So I'm like, I looked, I didn't say that. I just started laughing. By the time I finished with that party, they were like, hey girl, how you doing? You know, don't look at the gray hair and think, oh my God, there's spider webs down there. Because it's not with everybody.
Listen, this pussy is well marinated. Don't be trying to come over here with the nonsense. The pussy got marinara sauce on it, okay? But none of that jar Alfredo.
Right? But on the serious tip, I just see a lot of older women who either they're separated from their husband or the husband passed away or something like that. And they just, that part of their life kind of dies. And I feel a way about that, because it doesn't have to die like that. And they tend to, there's so many different parts of life, but that part of, like, that sexual part, that orgasm part, if that's not there, there's missing things. They're missing things, and you can see it in them when you talk to them.
Ooh,
so I really wanted to. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that right there. My mom talks about, don't say I said this. She talks about some of her friends, maybe, allegedly, and how she knows they're not getting them because they physically look dried up.
Yes, it's really true. It's so true. It's like they get that part, and it's like when you try to talk to them, they almost close up. They're almost ashamed of it, and it's like, I don't want you to be ashamed of that. Let me tell you some of my experiences when I talk to them. So they kind of try to get them to open up a little bit. Some do, not all.
Right.
But that's another reason why I really, talking about your personal experiences and giving it to them, that helps them open up a little bit, because they're like, she's really talking about her business. So maybe I should open up to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's very, very, very important. And I'm not with anybody right now, but let me tell you something. I masturbate at least 4 to 5 times a week. Okay.
Thank you, Mama
With
AJ,
every
for
kind of
saying
toy.
that.
Be like, how many days is in a week? Yeah, more than that.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Because, well, we can have a masturbation conversation on another day because we can talk about that the whole show. So, so tell us about the store, and while you tell us about the store, I want I want Nick to tell us a little bit about that toy that gets on her nerves. The one that everybody want to talk about.
So we started with online presence first, and then a very good friend of mine, well-known tattoo artist, female tattoo artist out here in Philadelphia, Lena Glover. She owns Big City Tattoo Studio in Philly, and she had the front of her shop open and available. And she's like, Nick, I see you trying to grow the business. I see what you're doing, and we've always been very, very good friends. And she's like, if you want the front of my store, you want the front of the studio, it's yours. So we moved in, made it home, freshened it up a little bit, and have been there ever since. And then, once COVID hit, we were faced with like, okay, so what are we going to do now? We have a whole storefront, that we have to generate revenue for, because not everyone wants to shop online. Some people want to come into the store. They want to talk to you. A lot of times on the social media, you see more of my face because my mom is like, listen, you go out there and be the mayor. I'm going to be back over here, okay? You go ahead and shake the hands and kiss the babies. I'm going to be over here. That's why a lot of people, they see me, they know me, but I have to keep reminding people, no, it's me and her. It's me and her. You know what I mean? But once COVID hit, we were faced with, okay, what are we going to do now? So it was just decided, well, treat the store like a restaurant. And so we started offering free delivery in Philadelphia when you place your order online. So that's what made us create a second website with all of the in-store inventory so that people can have that available for them for delivery, because everything else is at the warehouses that ships directly to the home. So it's been, and it has been wildly successful, the free delivery. We typically deliver in about an hour or less, depending on how many orders we have for that day. I've had 2 hours, 3 hours. I've had people place an order for delivery and say, can you just deliver it tomorrow? When, because my kids is home today and I get them out the house tomorrow. So bring that tomorrow. You know what I mean? So we've been doing that. And then, it's just been, it's been great. Philadelphia, it's what Philadelphia needed. There weren't any Black owned sex shops out here, sex toy shops out here. A lot of the kink and fetish spaces are so super secretive that you never really know. Hey, Jackson. One mic stand in the building. So it's been it's been fun, and it still is fun for both of us to talk to each other and talk to the customers and really get a hands-on feeling for what they may need, what they may want, and to put them onto something that they didn't even know existed. And as far as like the popular toys, a lot of people a lot of the time come for the popular toys. It drives me crazy.
Okay, if y'all ain't seen Nick on social talking about that rose, I suggest you find it, because some of her stuff about that rose is downright hysterical. Okay, hysterical. I'm not saying she's a
Because
hater.
people you get the popular toys, and I get why it's popular, right? Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers, because numbers never lie, right?
Right.
So there are high percentages of women that don't really know their bodies for whatever reason. They don't masturbate. They don't have fulfilling sex lives with their partners. And so now you have this cute rose toy that's so non-threatening to the gentleman in the bedroom, because the fellas, the last thing they want to do is hold a dick in their hand with their lady, you know? So you have this cute little rose toy that now you're experiencing these sensations on your clitoris that you've never felt before, because the percentages say you haven't felt it before. And now you're going crazy and you're telling your girlfriend about it. And now everybody wants a rose. And I'm like, y'all know the magic wand been doing this for like 50 years, right?
Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. And I got a rose.
And the satisfier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I got a rose, but and it was a mind-blowing experience. I'm not trying to take that away from it. However, I keep going back to my magic wand. Simply because that localized clitoral stimulation, it sometimes gets played out. It gets a little played out. So at least with the wand, I can move it around. You know, and I was telling someone, one of the reasons I like using it for clitoral stimulation is because I don't have to apply it directly to the butt of the clitoris. I can put it on the mound and feel that vibration through the entire internal clitoris.
Yes. Yes.
Baby.
Yes. And so here's a little fun fact about me. Here's some TMI for you guys, if you really want to get to know. One abracadabra. So my wand, the wand that I have is the corded version. So there are no batteries. There are no, you plug this sucker into an outlet. Okay. And my vehicle, my truck, has a regular outlet in it. Okay. And so there have been times I have gone for a little ride and sat by the water with my magic wand and haven't had to take any clothes off, because it has that much power in it, where you could just place it over your jeans or over your leggings and not be embarrassed if somebody walks by you. Exactly.
Ooh, doggy. Okay. Well, ladies, I think now might be a nice time to take a break. And come back with my next guest. I need a minute. I hope I got a minute's worth of promo here. But all right, we'll be right back.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon'.
Erotic Boudoir. Adult, intimate, sexy, sensual. Allow AJ and Nick, the dynamic mother-daughter team, to assist you in customizing a personal pleasure package tailored to your intimate needs. They are highly knowledgeable and offer a professional touch. You can visit their store located at 2635 West Girard Avenue in Philadelphia, or browse more discreetly on their website at erotic-boudoir.com. And please be assured that both AJ and Nick are available to answer any questions you may have. Erotic Boudoir, helping you prioritize your pleasure.
We're back. Okay. I had to sip a little. As I'm sitting here thinking, wait, can I plug in my car? How do I make that work? Or do I even bother? Do I just get it all charged up and just carry it around? Cause I'm just saying, Nick got me thinking things. She's got me thinking things. Ooh, buddy. But this is why you have friends like this. Because they make you go, ooh, I hadn't thought of that. I'm gonna try that. And so speaking of people make you think of things to do that you weren't thinking about doing, I want to introduce you to my next friend, Madam Gumbo. You know, it's funny because the picture on the far side there, the one that I'm not in, the one where she got her finger in her shirt, I kept looking at it going, what? What's she doing? And then I realized, oh, I know what's right there. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Uh Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Gumbo. And she's not here. Okay, hold on. Let me get her in the screen. Hold on. You don't say nothing. Here she comes. There she is. Hold on. And just for that, let me give you some applause. For them eyebrows, them eyelids, and them eyelashes. Okay. Oh, and the baby hair. Oh, the baby hair is on fleek, y'all. And the dimples. Look. Giving you them dimples deep as a well. Okay. Like I feel like I need to put a little bit of vodka in there and just slurp it out. Remember that the next time I see you. Okay. Anyway.
Are we creating content? It sounds like we're creating content to me.
I'm just saying, I do love vodka.
Okay, we go. Noted. Check.
Got that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Madam Gumbo, and before we full on engage Madam Gumbo, I just want to talk about going back to this idea of people making you do things you had not planned on doing. So Gigi, when she's not Madam Gumbo, Gigi here. So here's what she did. She invites me to Kinked Up Atlanta, right? And so I go and I'm having a good time. And there's pictures. If you scroll through my Insta, you'll see the pictures of me there at the Kinked Up back in 2019, that was. And I had a good time. And then last year, she's like, hey, you coming? I'm like, yeah, I'd love to come. She's like, okay, great. So you're doing a demo, right? I was like, huh? What? Say what? Mama say what? And so then I find out the real truth is, you know, she's been plotting and scheming for years.
Yep.
Plotting and scheming for years. So how was I going to tell Gigi no? Of course, Gigi, love, whatever you need. And while there, she's during 2021, Gigi very, very, very slick and slyly introduced the world to Madam Gumbo. So now that I'm no longer talking about Gigi and I'm going to talk about Madam Gumbo, ladies and gentlemen, again, Madam Gumbo.
Greetings, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you, Case. It's always fun whenever we get together. Like I literally feel like we can just do anything when we come together. That's our energy, you know. Yes, you know, I did plot and plan on you for some years, you know. I mean, come on. Just look like Mama said, the energy that you have. I never forget the first time I saw you, I was just stepping out into the Exotica realm of things. And I was coming to the New Jersey show. It was my very first one. And of course, by this time, the whole Sexpert was starting to get a little bit seasoned. So they knew who was coming in and out of Exotica. So all of a sudden they was like, oh, you gotta meet Casey. You gotta meet. I'm like, who was Casey? And we walked towards the dungeon station, I think is where you were. You was right on the outside of it. And oh my God, when we hit that corner, and you was doing something so I could see the back first, right? You know what I'm saying? And then you turned around and I was like, oh my God, take me now. Just take me, but just that, your energy is what I'm talking about. It was just it was one of those things that let me know that I was safe, you know what I'm saying? And I have felt safe from the first time we met. And that's a big thing for me, like safety in all that I do, you know what I'm saying, is a true thing for me. So when I feel it out of people, hey, listen, I'm gonna figure out a way that we're going to love and work. It may take me a minute, but I'm gonna figure it out, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Madam Gumbo, just to give you guys a premise of, what Madam Gumbo is to me. Madam Gumbo is my safe space to be able to explore what sexuality is for me without boundaries. So when it comes down to it, Kinked Up ATL is the platform in which, or the vehicle that I use to express those things through. So it is my sacred sexuality. It is my sacred kink platform that I invite all genders, to come in a weekend and we just explore what it means to really tap into sacred sexuality and tap into sacred kink. So I had to have Casey there. So because this is something that means so much to me and she made me feel so safe, of course I wanted my community to experience her. So for me, this work is about that. And one thing I realized is that in doing this work and really being transparent about my own sexuality, being pansexual, exploring kink, knowing sacred sexuality, being trained in Tantra, I needed a way to be able to express this. And I found that my ways of Madam Gumbo allowed me to be able to let people experience me in such a way that makes them feel safe, where they can also test their boundaries as it relates to sacred sexuality, So that's Madam Gumbo in kind of in a nutshell, Casey.
So let me say this. I've been going to Exotica since 2018. I leave out of Atlanta, and I was telling Lorenzo the other day, I'm like, leaving from Atlanta, I know a ton of people in Atlanta, right? Okay, maybe not a ton, half a ton. And I'm always surprised that I don't see anybody going to Exotica, coming from Exotica. I'm always surprised I'm not on the same plane with anybody going to Exotica. And what was it? What was it? Miami, Jersey? Which one of those were we on the plane together?
It was DC.
DC.
Mm-hmm.
It was the strangest thing because this hat came to the gate. And no, I take it back. The hat was over in the corner at the gate. And I came, and I saw the hat, because the hat, I mean, when I tell you it was in a corner, it was almost like a cut, typical people laying in the cut. She was like laid in the cut, like she was still in COVID bubble, because there was nobody over there. There was hardly any chairs. And I sat down and I took a good look and said, Gigi? Sure enough, it was Gigi. And we basically ran our mouths the whole time, from being at that gate to being on the plane to getting to ran our mouths. I think you had a rental car. Otherwise, we'd have probably ran our mouths on the bus too.
Yes, yeah, we sure would have.
So yeah, it was awesome being able to talk and share that space together. And one of my favorite things about you is that easy energy. But I also have to admit, I am quite fascinated. I'm sorry, my undergarment is digging into me. Sorry. I'm quite fascinated with your and forgive me if I'm not using the right terminology, but you do a lot of readings. And fascinated with that space that you hold, because I don't, we know each other in terms of that sex space,
Yes.
right? Like we know each other that way. And I've been transparent with you about, feeling the drain of my energy, and you shared some things with me. But I always found it interesting that you are in this other space. Talk about that a little bit.
Wow. The other space. So, one of the things that I have been so grateful to find as a tool and a resource is astrology. My marriage, my 10-year marriage, found its way to an end. And when it got to that point, we had did, just to speed the story up. By that point, I had become a microbiologist. I had quit being a microbiologist, and I was in a music group full time with my then husband. And the marriage is falling apart. I have been out of the industry for so long, and I don't know what I'm going to do. My life is falling apart. And I remember my aunt, when I went visit her over the summer, she would bring up, like, read your horoscope, but I was raised very Christian. And it was one of those things that where you just did not, you could read your horoscope, that's cute, but trying to get any deeper into it, you are defiling some things, So it wasn't until I had exhausted all the resources that I had gained from my childhood to where I even entertained the idea to go and see, well, let me just go and see what it means to be an Aries. I go, and as I'm typing this in, something called a birth natal chart shows up. And so I put my information in, up pops this whole bubble, like a literally a bubble of all these things that started telling me other information about myself that don't nobody know but me. I'm the only person that knows this. So either it's some trickery in this machine here that's giving me something, or there's some mathematical calculation to this. Now, what a lot of people don't know about me is, like I said, I am a microbiologist. I'm also a math whiz. Like when I was in high school, I went to state for math and scored very high. So when it comes down to how my mind thinks and how I see things in numbers. I'm also a musician. I play music. So yes. So seeing these numbers started to add up. Like they said, the math ain't mathing. The math was doing all the math. And I was like, I need to look deeper into this. Not only did I find the confirmation to things right then and that day, I was able to get my marriage back together. We got back together for 1.5 years. I was able to tell him some things about himself. And because we had quit our careers of microbiology and started these music careers, people saw the ups and downs of this. They saw us being traveling and doing music. They see us, we're not together. I'm going through depression. And then all of a sudden I'm back out and I'm light and I'm bubbly and the marriage gets back together. And so people's like, hold on a minute. You're going to have to talk about this. Tell us what's going on. And I told people, I was like, it's this birth natal chart thing. I said, it is literally completely gave me so many details and connected so many dots that I never did see about myself and my relationship. I realized why we was butting heads, because our Mercuries was in friction. It was things like this that I never knew.
That damn Mercury.
Listen, it literally went from me talking about me and my story to people coming to me asking me to do sessions for them, and then another person told another person, and then before I knew it, in a year's time, I had a full-fledged astrology intuitive business where people, because I feel like I've always been a great person to come and talk to. I feel like I've always been but I feel like astrology allows me to confirm the intuition that I'm feeling about you. See, I'm already feeling some things, and you feeling me too.
Yeah.
But you may not have the words to say that.
Right.
And I may not have the words to confirm that, but I'm feeling something. What astrology does is confirm why we together.
Right.
Why I got you in my life. Why are we here, what we're here to do, right? So that then helps me with one of the things, the reason why my marriage did fall apart was because I was lying about orgasms for 10 years. Okay. I definitely got to say that on Casey's show. Got to say that. Okay. It helped me to see what was going on. What did I get from my childhood that was causing me to have sexual blocks? What I can do to heal those things. And now as women are coming to me in the sessions, I can
Right.
start talking to them about the sexual blocks too. I can now give them some keys and tools like, hey, you're a control freak. Control freak and orgasms don't
They don't go together. They do not.
It
Nope.
does not go together, right? These were things, and one of the things that you said with the mom and daughter team was the fact that what I love about y'all came from foundations of women that were sexually free.
Mhm.
I did not come from that. I had to be what your mama was for you, and what her mama is for. I'm that mama for my daughter, because we talk
Mhm.
about all kinds of stuff. When I tell you, she'd be like, "Mom, that is too much." I'm like, "Ain't no such thing as too much." Okay, especially when your mama is out here teaching other women, you're gonna have to understand that I have to tell you these things, right?
Right.
So I'm so grateful to have drawn y'all in, because this is the confirmation that my sexual liberation, what took me 35 years to step all the
Mhm.
way into, and y'all got when y'all was young, the fact that we are here right now having this conversation, baby, you can't tell me that confirmation ain't letting me know I'm working on this thing. So I'm not worried about the women after me, because they're going to know their bodies and know their sexuality. And I'm also, again, that's the whole purpose of creating Kinked Up ATL and all these platforms, to create spaces so we don't have to feel like we cannot address these issues, and we can not just address them. I want to test some things out. Don't just
Right.
teach me. Give me, let me taste it. What that tastes like?
She said, "Let me see what it tastes like."
Let
Okay.
me taste that, you know? So that's been kind of the premise of just all those things. But I'm grateful to be here, like I said, with you. And that's one of the things you represent for me, is that sisterhood, that I can continue to grow in this path of sexuality. And I love that your mama, taught you those things. And my mama did take me to Victoria's Secret now and give me some bras early, because she was real particular
Yes.
about certain things. Like, she didn't want,
Yes.
my mama didn't believe in period panties. That was not a thing.
That's not cute.
She was like, "You already feel bad. Why you gonna put on some old dirty, dusty drawers?"
Thank you.
And you no, she's like, you're supposed to put on the most prettiest that you have, So that she gave me, but sexuality, she didn't believe that was a conversation that was allowed in the household. And I'm from Louisiana, so I get it. But baby, we talking about that thing now. We busting all the way open.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Again, we could do this all night, but we gotta go commercial, because I'm already past my normal time. So hold on here. Okay, so Exotica for 2022, I'll be at all the places. So you're gonna see this throughout the year. I'll be at all the places, starting with Chicago. So Chicago, I'ma see you in a minute. And then at 9 o'clock, right? It's just 8. Okay. Phew, had to check my time. 9 o'clock is the other thing I do on Wednesday, which is Boob Tube, presented by Exotica TV, the producers of Exotica. Imagine that. Okay. All right. So I expect to see y'all at 9. I know Hustlers, I'm gonna see you at 9, so I'm not even worried about it. Jason, I know you'll be there. I'll see y'all.
I got what you need. I got what you want. I got what you need. Tell them giddy up. I got horses in the back, trunk in the front. Exterior red and that inside buttercup. I got what you need. I got what you want. I got what you need. Tell them giddy up.
Okay, you want to know something interesting about that photo shoot? First of all, the photographer is Glass-Eyed Tigress, Cassandra Johnson. She and I did another photo shoot in that exact same location. Another cigar photo shoot. It was, if I do say so myself, it was gorgeous. But here's what's interesting about that location. That's my mama's house. My parents let me do that stuff in their house. I just love them. Love them. Okay, so folks, I appreciate y'all being here with me all night like this. To have my guest here, AJ and Nick and Madam Gumbo. As you can see, I could have been here all night with these ladies, and we'll have to have a slumber party on another occasion. We might have to do a late night Casey at night, and we'll have Nick and AJ bring out some toys.
Please, I want to.
I think AJ is all for it.
I think she might be muted, Casey. I don't know if you have her muted. I think she might be muted. Oh no, she's not.
I can hear.
No,
I'm good.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, no, she's not muted. She's not muted. But I can literally do this with y'all all night. I'm so glad. I knew this energy would be, as I like to say, high octane. I knew it. And I thought I could contain it. And my apologies for even thinking some foolishness like that. That's my bad. So
no,
yeah,
we're the wild group. You don't talk too much. Just let us free. Let us loose.
So
we're the troublemakers, Madam Gumbo. We're the troublemakers out here.
Yes, absolutely.
And let me see where I'm supposed to be showing you my guests for next week, right? Hold on. Oh, did I forget to put them up? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry, guests for next week. Because normally I have all that stuff ready, but you can't be perfect in all your ways, as my mom would say. I can try, Oh no, I'm sorry. Here they go. Next week on Casey at Night, Duchess Cashmere, the Griot Erotica. I love her intro. If you have never seen Duchess do an intro, if you've never heard Duchess do an intro, you gonna have to make sure you come to Casey at Night next week. And in addition to Duchess Cashmere, Lady V and D from DV Passion. So we about to have a whole nother conversation on some crazy behind sexy stuff. I hope y'all ready. Because like I said, my friends are uninhibited. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they be saying some things, as you can see. And even when they bring their mama, it's on.
Then the party's really getting started when the moms is there, okay?
Okay, because now we ain't got to hide nothing, is all I'm saying. So if you are
she'll hold your hair and everything for you, okay?
Thank you. Good to know. If I had hair, I know mom would hold it back. All right, y'all. If you are looking to find Erotic Boudoir, this is where you're going to find them, right here. All of that right there is where you're going to find them. And I suggest you find them. I know, I swear I'm going to make it a point of getting to Philly just so I can see this store and be all up and through. And Madam Gumbo, here's how you can find this one touching herself the way she is. I can't stop.
Show them how to touch yourself, Madam Gumbo. Show them.
I love that. I love that because there's something so subtle about it that you can stare at that picture and not get it, and then all of a sudden be like, "What? Okay."
I'm telling you. At our slumber party, we're gonna explain. I'm gonna explain what was on my mind.
Thank you.
Where I was going with that.
Because Because if you notice, she's not looking at the camera. She's very much involved in whatever we doing. Right. Right.
All the time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That right there. Okay. All right. I cannot thank you all enough for being here with me tonight. Absolutely loved this. I will more than likely have you all back on again. And like I said, we definitely gonna have to have a slumber party where Nick shows us the toys. Because I love it when so there was this one time, and I swear I'm not gonna be a preacher and close out 7 times. I'm not gonna do that. But there was this one time I was watching Nick on Instagram. She was live and we was talking about some stuff. And she was like, oh, wait, hold on. And like she must have got up 2 or 3 times to go grab some toy. To go grab, like Sekou mentioned something and she's like, oh, wait, hold on. And she's just, getting up off her couch to grab some toy. And I'm like, now the crazy thing is, I could probably do the same thing. I'll be right back. Because there's some stuff like on the other side of my desk from here. See what I'm saying? This is how you know you with family. Because as wild and crazy as that moment was, and I was like, girl, I was like, oh, wait, hold on. My shit's right here. So
I got a whole cart of demo toys that's just out sitting in their bags. They're all clean. They're all powdered up with the cornstarch. And, at a moment's notice, people, Casey, people say, can you do this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Or, Madam Gumbo, they hit you up. Can you talk for just 15 minutes or whatever? And I'm like, all right, let me go grab a couple dicks real quick.
Exactly.
Somebody gonna ask something. But it's always a good time. It's always fun. And I swear, like, having this journey with my mom has been super enlightening and has opened me up to want to explore so much more within the sex industry, which is why I started doing the lingerie modeling, which is why I started doing the waist bead modeling. And, there's so much more that I'm going to present to the world just to let you guys know it's normal. It's normal. If you need to learn, you want to learn, I have resources. I could connect you with the right people if it's not me.
And I'm going to make you come here and share all of that. You're going to come here and do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can come here. You can say, Casey, what's going on this week? Can I come show the audience a new toy? And of course, yes, Nick, come show the audience a new toy. I'm here for it. You just let me know. I'm being dead serious when I say this. You got a new toy you want to show the world, just let me know and we'll make it happen.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate that invitation. Thank you. I got to start sending you stuff. We got to get you some stuff.
Oh, listen, that's a side conversation. Why do you think I keep giving you my phone number even though you don't use it? You don't understand. I don't give people my phone number. I must have given you my phone number 2 or 3 times. She ain't texted me once. Damn it. Take a fucking hint, girl.
All right, I'm texting.
Okay, very good. Now that I've said it. Anyway, I want to thank all of you ladies again. And you don't know how much it means to me for you to come and support and to allow me to support all of you. So thank you so much for being here, and say goodnight to the folks.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Casey. I love
My
you.
pleasure.
Close to you, ladies.
Hi, Lorenzo. Thank you.
Yes. Till I see y'all. Thank you, Lorenzo.
All right, we will never get out of here. Good night.
Good night.